Today's Halloween, by the way, and I'm not gonna get in my costume. I'm not even gonna do it. What? Just not. Oh, hands. What? I did it. I put the suit on. I did it. I said I wouldn't. I did. It's my costume. Look, I can't even zip it. So I'm showing skin in the back. Alright? So I did it. If I did, I wouldn't even.
I was made for this. Yeah. I was made for this. I was made for this.
So this morning I'm gonna meet with Josh. Really excited about this morning. Kind of the first person I'm gonna be interviewing. So he's really well-known photographer in San Antonio, taking photos for the Spurs, many celebrities, tons of businesses around here, and so I'm excited to be able to talk with him and learn a little bit more about him and kind of the core of what this is. And the reason I wanted to start this was I'm really fascinated with how people make decisions, and especially like artists and creative entrepreneurs, their ability to create the life that they want. It fascinates me. So one other thing, as I was getting ready this morning, I was thinking things that I'm doing to prepare for this interview. So anyone else who's wanting to do this, kind of that's where my mind goes. I think I'm a teacher at heart. But some of the things that I'm doing is like going over the B-roll shots that I was thinking of, questions that I wanted to ask. Last night, just going over different videos that I really liked, like interview style videos, podcasts, and kind of gleaning from other people, pulling into my concept of what I'm interested in. Everything's kind of scattered, to be honest. It's always very fascinating to me, the contrast of what's really happening to get the shot is usually not what you'd expect. But yeah, just gotta pack everything up and get going. Alright, so just got out a meeting with Josh. So cool. Oh man, it was really fun. Heading back, gonna try and comb through this. I don't know, I'll probably talk a little bit more about like the experience. I gotta get going, but it was really, really cool. Alright, so coming back after speaking with Josh And just wanted to wrap up with some of the things that resonated with me, that stuck out. First, he talked about one of the abilities that he has, one of the things that helps him be able to get to that professional level is being flexible and easy to work with. And that really struck me. And I totally understood when meeting him and talking with him, he invites you in, and is a very comfortable person, very open. So that's one side, is like the personality of it, being able to help people feel comfortable is key. But then also the other thing that he talked about is just being flexible. Is sometimes people kind of won't know what they want, and you educate them a bit and kind of help them understand and have to pull out more of the details. And then sometimes he'll just have like an art director that says, we need these things, boom, boom, boom. And you come in, execute, and you're out. And being able to navigate that. So that stood out to me, and the personality of it, of being someone that people want to work with. But one of the things that he kind of talked about was growing up and seeing his parents' work ethic, and his dad owned a business, and being able to see both of them have to make decisions and to not be like told what to do, but to be the one running the show. And there's these like subconscious things that I think build us in our childhood. For me, one of the things is I grew up always assuming I would work for someone else. And I think it's a really powerful thing to realize that you don't have to. It may sound simple. I didn't realize that. It took me a bit to really capture that. I didn't see myself as like an entrepreneur at first, but it definitely resonated once I kind of came around to it. So he talked about his childhood, going from doing some photography stuff to being in a punk rock band and touring, and being, especially when he's young, to be real present and just try things. And I think that's a really big, important piece, is when graduating from high school, there's this expectation that college is the next step, and I just don't think it is for everybody. I think that what I found, I was even older. I graduated and I went and lived in France for a couple of years, and then came back. And before I started school, I actually got married. So when I started, I was in a whole different frame of mind. Even for me, I coming into college, didn't know what I wanted to do, navigated it, got out in 3 years. I was able to get a 4-year degree in 3 years. And it wasn't even like, I felt like after the first year of being in my first job, that I felt like now I get how work functions, and I wish that I could take that experience and go back to school and have started at that point. I really think there's a lot of value to have when you're young, to just like try. There's this expectation that you need to, like, life's happening, you need to get going, and I just slow down and just take risks. You could completely mess up for the next 10 years. When you graduate high school, you completely mess up, so it'd still be so young. You could just try a whole bunch of different careers and not have made it yet. There's this idea that like by 25 you're supposed to be saving the world and know what you're doing, and I just think it takes time, and it takes tasting a lot of different things. And so hearing his story, he really had this time to try things, be exposed to many different elements, and then naturally be able to gravitate to the pieces that you just start going, yeah, this is what I want to do. Another thing that was really cool is he talked about having a day job, but loving photography. He still didn't just like completely drop the day job and just do photography for a living. He did the transition where he had a day job but got clients, and then he ended up going part-time and was able to continue to grow his business to transfer over. There's a ton of stories of people having success that way, and it's important when you see someone like Josh, who's, photographing celebrities and, taking pictures of the Spurs, and you just think, man, that guy is incredible. You realize that the origin stories really are similar, and that's why I started this series of interviews, is to realize that I really don't believe that there's one path for everybody. I think we're all trying to figure it out, and we each have something to gain by hearing what other people's paths and picking up little nuggets that you can apply in your life to be able to get the life that you want. Because that's what it all comes down to, is that he had to make distinct choices that led to the overall goal of where he wanted to go. And the first step for everyone is to become self-aware of what it is you want. What is that life? What is the thing that really resonates with you? And I think it's extremely important to take the time to really lean into that and try and struggle and question. All right, so I'm excited to show more. Just wanted to give a little excerpt about this. I'm going to be editing and putting out a lot more content around this, and there's more to come. I have a few other people that I haven't locked in yet, but more to come. I'm going to try and update a little bit more ahead of time of who I'm going to be interviewing. So follow me on Instagram, and I'll let you know in my stories. And then any questions, if there's people that I'm going to go talk to, let me know. Or I'll take those questions and I can ask them and kind of report back. So it can be a little bit more collaborative in that sense. I can't do a lot of them, but I'm interested to see where it goes. Yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I have to go get ready for Halloween. Awesome. Totally lost my train of thought with that going off. I don't know where I was going anymore. I was on a roll. I've been doing research on how to get my sound better, because it's a lot of echo in here. One of the things that I saw people do is they have sound blankets. I don't have sound blankets, but I have regular blankets. I'm like putting them on the floor, and then I'm gonna hang one over here. I think it's this totally lost the train of thought. Like, it was right there. What was I talking about? I was going somewhere with something. Something would have happened, but I can't remember now.
Spider-Man mashup.
Yeah!